While we're all busy celebrating dads, and rightfully so, we should also take some time this week to recognize and help those responsible for a lot of the foods and drinks we enjoy. East Coast correspondent Josh McBride has more.
From our morning cup of coffee to our breakfast cereal, pollinators are essential to the growth of many of the foods we eat each day. June 19th through the 25th is Pollinator Week, a time dedicated to raising awareness of the issues facing the insects and birds vital to our delicate ecosystem. Try to picture a world without berries, apples, oranges, or almonds. It's hard, right? We take foods like these for granted since they're part of our everyday lives, but without honeybees, butterflies, ants, and other pollinators to keep a healthy ecosystem in place, well, it could actually happen. In fact, research shows that for every 3 bites of food, 1 is the result of the work of pollinators. And unfortunately, both insect and animal pollinators are in decline. Insects pollinate many of the foods we love, but often these pollinators can't find enough food for themselves. I'm here with a few simple tips we can all use to help protect and nurture pollinators. All right, so planting a pollinator garden is really easy. You'll want to start by selecting plants with colorful blooming flowers that have continuous bloom cycle, providing spring to fall nectar. To help your plants last through the season, pick a nourishing soil that helps them retain water, like Miracle-Gro or Nature's Care, and follow up with a plant food that feeds the blooms to attract pollinators to your yard. Or you can use a simple wildflower mix. Grow native plants when possible because they require few pesticides, and non-native plants, rather than non-native plants. Talk to your local nursery about which plants are best for your region. And if you don't have a big backyard, often a few potted plants on a patio could help. Pollinators need nesting sites, so make sure your yard has habitats and shelters for pollinators. This house not only looks great, but it's also super functional too, since it's actually a bee box to encourage pollinators to shelter right in your yard. You can buy one like these online or at a local nursery, or if you're crafty, you can even make a bee box out of an old wooden crate or even drill holes of various sizes into a preservative-free wood block. Super easy, right? Another thing to do is to set up a bird bath or other clean water source to lessen pollinator stress and travel time. Finally, here we go. My last tip is to use gardening products correctly. Make sure you follow that. Always follow package instructions. Ortho has a great selection of products to help control pests and disease that can harm plants in your garden. And they're the only brand that has a pledge to be neonic free. But you want to make sure you're using them at the right time and in the right way. For instance, avoiding flowers when applying the control products can protect pollinators. Also, apply control products early in the morning or at dawn, later in the evening at dusk, when pollinators are not typically active in the garden. Fortunately, there are many places you can find more ways to take action to help pollinators, either in your own backyard or by supporting a pollinator organization. Scott's Miracle-Gro has links to several pollinator protection groups that you can find at scottsmiraclegro.com/pollinator.